يتفضل الآن الطالب عبدالعزيز بن عرويل لتقديم البحث الثاني.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. First of all, good morning everyone. As we all know, we can say now that the COVID-19 pandemic is almost ended because of our government effort and support. And all we know that this pandemic is a historical thing. So we decided to study this history in the side of cutaneous manifestation in post-COVID infection. So let's get started. Introduction. As we all know, coronavirus has affected more than 185 million, and because of it, over 3 million, 0.9 patients have passed away. What does this study add? We added in this study the assessment of cutaneous manifestation in patients in Saudi Arabia and this disease severity, and it may be a tool later on to assess the prognosis of the cases from the skin manifestation with appearing, and we find that cutaneous manifestation with COVID-19 deserve the study. So our objective, we intend to present various skin lesions concerning COVID-19 symptoms either before or during or after infection with COVID. The method, this descriptive study was carried out following the Helsinki Declaration guideline after receiving approval from the IRB. Patients were required from the tertiary hospital between December 2020 and July 2021. 273 patients who had cutaneous manifestation after recovering from their COVID-19. Each patient provided a medical history as well as a general physical examination following the result of the PCR. All participants are approved as COVID-19 patients. The result. Acral lesions were the most common, accounting for 39% of all cases. The erythematous maculopapular rash was found in 21% of the cases and was the second most common after urticaria, with fewer cases of erythema multiforme and fascicular rashes 9% and vascular livido. This schedule resembles, as we can see, the acral lesion resembling pseudo-chilblains was 106. Before the COVID infection, there was 50% of them, and at onset it increased to 27, and after that it has reached the 64% for the most common type. Erythema multiforme, like eruption, was 11, and it has shown an increase from 1% before to 6% after COVID infection. And we can see also the erythematous rashes, not otherwise specified, was 6. Before it was 0, and at onset it has increased to 3 cases, and after that it also increases to 3%. And we can carry on with the vascular rashes within the spectrum of livido, purpura, and necrosis, which was 11, and it has increased also during COVID manifestation. The next slide, we can see the severity of these diseases and their progress. So the acral lesions, which was the most common, was mostly mild with 88 cases, and the erythema multiforme, like eruption, was 9% with mild and 0 severity. We can see the most severe type was with COVID infection was the vascular rashes within the spectrum of livido, which was increased to 10%. Discussion. Our research discovered a wide range of cutaneous manifestation, and some more common than others. Acral lesion resembling the pseudo-chilblains were the most common, accounting for 39% of all cases. The erythematous maculopalpular rash was found in 21%, and of the cases was the second most common after urticaria, with fewer erythema multiforme and vascular rashes to 9%. In conclusion, the most important cutaneous change seen with COVID-19 were the pseudochilpleins or acral lesion, which was having good prognosis. Erythematous maculopalpular rash and urticaria rashes and vascular rashes such as livido-urticaria reticularis, which had a poor prognosis, as we say it is very severe, and erythematous multiforme symmetrical intrigans and flexural erythemia was and pityriasis rosis and figurate erythema, which are less common. Furthermore, cutaneous manifestation should be well known to a doctor assessing COVID-19 patient, because they are correlate to the severity and prognosis of the patient. This is our reference, and thank you all.
Thank you, Abdulaziz.
Only one note. Dr. Abdulaziz, I asked you, what is better for you and for your research, to express your result as percent of change or significant change, as t-test, student t-test, is because sometimes the percent of change not express significant change,
Yeah.
and we have to focus on the significant change.
Yes.
So I suggest it is better to express your result by significant or non-significant by
Yes.
doing student t-test. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
You are very good.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Ashraf. Dr. Danish, do you have anything?
What is the meaning of acral lesions?
Acral lesions means the ulcers in the muscular in the cutaneous region.
And how did you come up with the sample size? How do you calculate the sample size in this our study?
The Helsinki correlation we have taken, which means we do experiment on patients, on humans, so we on this method.
Okay, nice presentation.
Thank you.
طيب Abdulaziz, this study is a cross-sectional study, right?
Yes.
So you don't have a comparable or let's say a control people. So you didn't do it as a case control.
We started at the first of 2020, so we didn't find much of that because of the all lockdown and that. So we tried to make the.
So you started first with the skin lesion, then
Yes.
you did the PCR.
No, we did the PCR and approved all the patients were COVID-19, and we do our experiment upon them.
Okay, so at the beginning you collect this sample as a positive COVID patient.
Yes.
Then you look for the manifestation, skin
Yes,
manifestation.
that's it.
And you have around 300.
237.
237. And how many of them they have the skin manifestation? The acral?
About 210.
210 of them they
Of
have
them,
the acral
yes.
manifestation.
Yes.
So you mean everyone who got COVID,
Yes.
around 90% of them they will have the acral lesion.
Yes, around.
This is the result that you.
The conclusion we can see it here, but our research has an important for him for this, but our conclusion has not been.
Okay. So any question from the Dr. Shabir?
I have one question and one comment actually. The question is addressed to the student is that who was the population from where the study came in? Was it conducted in Saudi Arabia or in another country? If in Saudi Arabia, which region? Because I didn't see in any slide what was the target population or the study population.
Yes.
One comment is about the t-test independent or pair t-test. That would not apply here. Rather, he measured the impact through the ANOVA test. T-test is applied only when there are two groups. but he divided the groups into 3, mild, moderate, and severe. When we have more than 2, then we apply ANOVA, not the t-test paired or independent. So back to the question.
That's it.
Thank you.
First of all, the region was the region of Saudi Arabia. And the second question, I couldn't get it.
No, the second is a comment for Dr. Ashraf, but the first question was which part of Saudi Arabia? Is it like the general population or the Wadmi hospital or
yes.
the Wadmi, let's say the population, or it's in the central region, Riyadh region?
It's in the central region of Riyadh.
Central region of Riyadh. تفضل دكتور.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam.
Thank you very much for this good presentation. We are here in Research Day, so we have to learn more. I have one comment, in fact, regarding a lot of numbers here in this study, and the schedule that's confusing for the audience. So I think it will be better for any presentation to be in graph. So it will be easy for us to follow it and to know what is raised, what is lower, what is the normal. So this is just suggestion for in research, inshallah, in the future. Thanks a lot.
Thank you very
الله
much.
يعطيك العافية بروف عاطف. Thank you very much for this nice comment. Actually, yes, we are here just to improve our outcome and to search about some deficiencies that we have to improve. Thank you, Dr. Abdulaziz, and we will welcome. Okay, Borof.
Assalamu alaikum, everybody. I have one comment. At one side, there is extreme, mean person having degree in MD or medicine or doctorate and PhDs, and at the other side, there are students, undergraduate. Let we commemorate and appreciate our student that they had started with the story. So let we have a big hands for these students that they started at least the stories.
Thank you very much.
Because there is no comparison. And if there should be a panel discussion between the doctors or the PhDs on a certain topics, then that will be much more applauded as well. So I appreciate the Saudi students and the youngest, the undergraduates, that at least they have been with the story. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. And from now, we will start asking the student to ask this question.
Yes.
So
and we will promise that from this concert and today's on, we will be good more and more, inshallah.
بإذن الله.
Thank you very much.
الله يعطيك العافية. شكرا.